Can you hear me, Ed?
Yes.
It's still chopping up.
Yeah.
What about now? It's still chopping up.
It's better.
That's better.
Yeah.
I don't know what that could have been. So you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is it clear?
It's still kind of choppy, just a little bit on the end.
Hold on. What about now?
All right, that's better.
Oh, I know what it was.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. All right. So is it still chopping?
It's better now.
Okay.
It's better.
All right. So, um. Yeah. So anyway, damn. For some reason, it's not like do it. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, um, here, yeah. So what we want to do is go to the fpds.gov. You're basically gonna come here. Some of y'all probably remember we done been on here a couple of times, but this is where I try to go to when I want to do my research. But you want to go here, just click enter. It's gonna bring you up to the data page. And what you want to do is you want to go here to advanced search. Click on advanced search. Then you're gonna go over here to new search. You're gonna click new search, and then you're gonna click add. When it's this drop down right here. You click on this drop down. This particular site here will allow you to be able to go through and do a search just about on any different thing you want to do it on. You can come in here and do by entity state, um, funding officer ID, NACE codes. You can even come in here and do it small business competitiveness demonstration program. Um, a whole bunch of these things that you can do, even type of set aside. What I like to do, I like to go here and I like to search up on a particular NACE code. So if you know your NACE code or a particular NACE code that you're looking for, you can go here and click NACE. Put the NACE code in here. Let's see. We'll do a janitorial NACE code. And then you can come here and do search. And once it comes up as search, you're gonna see like normal when it comes up, it'll have an older date on it. Because and if you look here under this NACE code, this janitorial service NACE code, you're gonna see it's 290,795 contracts that was given out under that NACE code. What we want to do is we're more interested in the ones that are more recent. So what you do is you come over here to the right under this sort by and you click date signed. When you click date signed, it's going to give you the most relevant contracts that's out. As you see, all these right here was yesterday. It's going to give you contracting agencies that was involved, contracting office that was involved. It's going to give you the PSC code for this, and as well as as well as the NACE code, which is over here. It's going to give you the DUNS number for that individual. Then it's going to actually give you the actual company awards that actually won this particular contract. And of course, y'all know you can click view and actually go into to this particular thing. But what I want to show you is um, to keep you from having to go around everywhere throughout these different government sites looking for these particular contracts or where this money went to. If you notice, look over here to the left-hand side of this site. It's going to give you the top 10 government spenders under this one NAICS code right here, under this janitorial NAICS code. These are the top 10. The Department of Defense, they're the number one. Then you got GSA, General Service Administration, number 2. You got Veteran Affairs, they fall down there at number 6, I think, yeah. Department of State falls at number 8. Department of Transportation, Department of Commerce, and the Department of Health and Human Services. Not only does it tell you who these big contractors were, I mean these big agencies was that got the money, it also tells you, if you look down here, the next area tells you the sub tiers that actually got that, was the biggest spender. And that's the Department of the Department of Army. That's the Army right there. They was the biggest spenders in this contract. So basically, the Department of Defense got the money for this particular NAICS code. Then they gave this money out to the Department of Army. The Army, the Army got the money, and then the Army gonna turn around and sub tier that work out, or give that work out to whoever win for its contractors. It also tells you who was the top 10 contractors that actually won these contracts in this area right here. And you can even go in.
City. My name is Krista. May I have your name on the account?
You can actually go in.
Unmuted.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Okay, one moment, please.
Yeah, Carissa.
Oh, so. All right. So that's good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying, right here, you got the top 10 businesses that actually receive these contracts. So say, for instance, you was actually going to go and try to be a subcontractor to any of these companies right here. What you can do is you can go and find out everything about these companies from just right here. You don't have to just jump around and go to different sites like there is available. You don't have to jump around like that. This particular site right here got everything down there in one spot right here if you just know how to use it. We can go here and click on Department of Defense, which is the number 1 spender in this. All right, now the Department of Defense, this is every contract that they've had under this NAICS code. And if you notice the date signed, when you're going up here and doing this advanced search, you look over here to the right, you'll see where it says search criteria. It actually keeps record of what you're searching for. NAICS codes, the department full name, it's keeping that right here. And of course, if you want to take any of those out, all you got to do is just click that X and remove them. But what this is telling us every contract that these companies have awarded out, the Department of Defense. This particular contract that they awarded out was through the agency of the Department of Army, and they gave this contract out to Broward contractors. You can go in and you can actually click view and go in and view the actual contract itself. Then you got, let me go back. Okay. Let's say, for instance, we was looking at one of these contractors over here, Cleaning Management Group over here. We click on Cleaning Management Group. These are all the contracts that Cleaning Management Group has had under this one particular NAICS code. You see, they done had a total of 1,555 contracts as of today. The more recent one that they just had was on July the 21st, 2021. And that was with the Department of Army. You can click view, come here and you can view this, and it's going to give you more information on this particular company. It's going to give you the the email address for that individual that put that contract out to them. It's going to tell you the performance date. Evidently, this one right here was a new performance. Probably was one somebody lost or couldn't, continue proceeding on, and they end up getting this contract. Or this one right here was actually done today. The size of this contract is a $4 million contract, so it's a pretty big contract. This is the company itself, the phone number for this company. It'll go down here. Normally, it'll give you a little description. No, there is the description right here. Normally, it'll give you a description right here, telling you a little bit about what the contract is for. Recruiting facilities for janitorial services. So basically, all they're doing is they just want them to recruit for them, putting people to work for them, basically. Go down here and they'll tell you how many offers was received before they actually won this contract. But it gives you a little bit more information. Sometimes when you come right here, you may see a contract that is about to be up, for the performance period. And then if you see one that's about to be up, you can always email the individual who approved this particular contract. You can always email them and have them to put you on the list for that type of work. Send over your capability statement or whatever, for that. Let me go back. Another thing you can do, you can come here and you can do clear. You can come up here and do advanced search, new search, add. All right, then you can come here and you can do it by, let's say for instance, you want to do it by state. You want to find out what's in your state. So you're going to go to POP, state name. Click this, and then you're going to click search. Oh, my bad. Forgot. New search. So I need to go here. Let me take this out. I want to do advanced search, new search, add. Then I want to do by NAICS code. And then I'm going to put in 561-720 search. All right, and then I'm going to come here and do advanced search, new search, add. Then I want to go and do a POP by the state. I think you have to put up this in all capital letters. So let me just do Florida. Now, what that did was it told me every contract that was awarded out for the state of Florida using hold on, let me make sure. This is general agriculture search. Yeah, so this is going to be every contract that was awarded out in Florida. But let me go back and do a new search. And I want to add NAICS code on here. Search. There we go. Yeah, so now this is going to be all the awards that was awarded out under this particular NAICS code for Florida. You can go here and you're going to be able to see quite a few contracts. Let me make sure. Let me go on here and make sure it's in place. place of performance. No, so that ain't it. It didn't do it. Event search. State. Probably state. Now it should be doing. Place of performance should be Florida. Yeah, okay. Now we're on track. Yeah, so this place of performance is for Florida, but you can go on there and see all the contracts that was awarded in your particular state by doing it like that.
Twine, do we have to do we have to search for contracts just in our state?
No,
Like
you don't.
now
No,
you can do Florida and Georgia or Mississippi.
Yeah, you can. It doesn't matter what. You don't have to do them in your state. Yeah, but one of the things that well, this right here, the FPDS, it just allows you to do multiple things that you normally probably wouldn't do on the other sites. This one right here, just more uniform, where you can come here and do quite a few things. I just wanted to show y'all how you can go and actually, you know, find contracts, you know, or be able to go in and look and find some of the vendors that some of the sub tiers who actually winning some of those contracts as well. You see what I'm saying? But what I do is, and that's something that I want to discuss a little bit about, is like, don't overlook the fruit that's in your own backyard, if it makes sense. What I'm saying is that a lot of people in different areas, they see contractors coming from way out of town doing work in their city, or they come see a lot of contractors coming from out of town doing work in their county. And basically, these companies are doing just like we're doing right now. They're looking and seeing where these opportunities are, and they bidding on them, and then they go in there doing the work, you know. But sometimes I look out in other states for contracts, you know, looking and seeing what's out there available. But some people lose sight of the fact that a lot of contracts that they can get is right there at home. You know what I'm saying? You know, so tonight I just wanted to be able to go over and show everyone how to follow the money. You know, so basically, these companies right here that we're looking at right now, they're the ones, the top 10 up here. These top 10, the Department of Defense, General Service Administration. You want to know who getting the money. When the government giving the money to these companies, you want to know who it is that's got the money. You know, if a company is way down on the list or whatever for, you know, getting the money, they may not be the one that you want to try to, you know, waste your time with. You want to go with the ones who got the money to spend. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, this particular site here, the FPDS, it will allow you to be able to navigate around, where you can go in and see, like, even for this company, right? You can even click on this company right here, Clean Metro Incorporated, the one that's got this contract. You can click on that company. Now, every contract this company has gotten gonna show up, and we see right here they got 18 contracts so far. With the let me do a date sign, see when the most recent one. Yeah, so as of right now, we got 18 contracts here, dating all the way back to 2000 and, let me see, all the way back to 2000. They got 18 different contracts, and then we can look and see what this contract was. This started out as an $86,000 contract, ended up being a $607,000 contract in 2003. But you can go in and, you know, you can take advantage of companies like this especially that's winning these type of contracts, you can take advantage of by just contacting them. Sending them your capability statement. Now if they win a contract in your area, they know somebody that they can sub their work out to. You know, but yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to show everybody on this FPDS is how to go about using this advanced search tool that they have up here, to go just about and look for anything that you want to look for up there. They got a lot of different categories up there. Next thing I wanted to go over with everybody was basically how to follow the money. This is a pretty powerful tool right here. It's at usgovernmentspending.gov. We went over. We was on here 1 week, I think. Like we might have.
The first week, I believe.
Yeah. They have a lot of the government sites going to be very familiar. They're going to have these filters that you see here on the left that allow you to go in and do certain things. You can come in here and look at all the fiscal years, and come here and do a search on this. You'll see some of these big companies like Lockheed Martin. You're going to see all them right in here. This is the spending by prime award. If you're looking for, like say for instance, you can come here and put a NACE keyword in. We'll put a NACE code in. 720. So that filter's updated. And we'll do a search on this. And this will be all the contracts that we've had, that they've had for all the fiscal years. You also can come here and you can search by agency. You can search by the agency. You can do award types, location, place of performance. You can do a lot of different stuff here. Actually trying to find it by NACE code where they'll come in and give you the sub digits for these codes. I think you're gonna see, y'all will see these codes in that NACE affidavit that I gave you. The type of set aside, where you can search by type of set aside. That's the contract pricing. Set aside, extended complete. You also can go in and check did we go over that? Yeah, the date range, which will be here. You can come here and check by date range. But what I like to do is, I don't like to do all physical years. I like to look at 21 and 20. And then you can come back up here and do a search so it can update. Let's see. Sorry. I got a filter in here. Award type. Okay, let me do this. Those are prime awards. So there we go. So these are all the contracts that was awarded. Then it'll tell you who individual award that received these contracts, the date that it was started, the date that it ended, how much it was that was awarded, the individual that actually gave them the money. All that can come in place right here. But what you want to do is, when it comes to following the money, because this is what we actually went through over with last week. You want to come here to award search up at the top, and then you want to do an advanced search. It's going to open up another screen that looks similar to what we're on right now. Did we already come here? Award search. Let me make sure. Okay, it's keyword search. Oh, so Maybe we already over here. Let me go ahead and do this search again. Janitorial. All right, we want to look at 21 and 20. Yeah, I keep forgetting you got to go whenever you're doing one of these one of the things in this filter. You can't search it right here. You got to go back up here to this blue part and search whenever you're doing these filters. But okay, so we're still on the same NAICS code, but we're gonna go over here to this timetable right here. And this is what's really, really important. This is strictly for this particular NAICS code, the money that was spent for this particular under this particular janitorial NAICS code. Let me go back a few more years. I'm gonna go back to 2000, from 18 to 21. Let me update this. Okay, if you notice within these charts, they telling you how much money was actually spent on janitorial in 2018. You know, so 1.6 billion was spent on janitorial in 18. 1.9 billion was spent on janitorial in 2019. In 2020, 1.9 billion was spent on janitorial. In 2021, thus far, they spent a total of $6 billion in janitorial. When you come here and you look at it by quarters, sometimes you're going to see some peaks. Like you see a peak here, first quarter of 2019. When you get, the quarter before was lower, then you see a peak here for the first quarter. Second quarter, it goes down a little bit. Third quarter, it goes down a little bit more. In the fourth quarter, it goes down just a tad bit more again in 2019. With these charts, you can actually just about distinguish what's going to happen with these charts, with these peaks. You see how before this spike was out, there was already a little small dip prior to then. And then there was a larger peak here prior in the second quarter of the year. So in the third quarter of the year, it had a little small dip there from the previous year on that. But what happens is when it comes to reading these charts by the quarters, the first quarter of the start of the first quarter with the government is October, which is this month right here. So we fall into a situation like this right here for the first quarter. The first quarter, during the first quarter phase of the government contracting is from October the 1st to December the 31st. Everything is slow during that time because they getting ready to, they starting their new year out on October the 1st. In the month of November, the government is getting ready to give them their money for the next fiscal year for budget. That's November. December is still going to be slow. And the reason for that is because they got holidays for the month of October and November. So that's why things are going to be slow. When you look at, well, let me go here. So in the second quarter, you'll see them pick up a little bit. They're going to pick up a little bit in the second quarter. That's going to be running from January to March. Things starting to pick up. And the reason things starting to pick up is because they done got their money in November. December, they done got situated to where they can start, easing out with some contracts. Going into January, for the month of January and March, it's still kind of slow as you see. It's still kind of slow, but they picking up a little bit, getting ready to push some money out for these particular contracts. April through June, which is their third quarter. Unlike this year, it usually going to be a spike during that time, April and June, because that's when a lot of big money is starting to be given out for a lot of contracts. because they know they only have one more quarter left in their fiscal year. So during the month of April through June, they normally pick up during that time. If we look at it, and then here in this year, the fourth quarter, which was the fourth quarter, which was July through September. You see, from July through September, I don't know why, but a lot of money was spent from July to September of this year. They spent $4 trillion. I'm talking about then there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 times the amount that they've been had from all these years through 2018. They spent a lot of money on just janitorial. You know, $4.2 billion was spent for the last quarter of this year. But if you go here and you look at the months, you can kind of see these peaks, you know, over a period of time. When you go on there, you just look, because you're going to be able to see when the government is really spending their money. Let me go ahead and look at one for let's see. Let me take out 21 and see how they did for 18, 19, and 20. Okay. So we're looking at it by months. Those are months. Okay, so here are quarters here. This is from 18. The first quarter, which is a time like now, they spent $519 million. The second quarter, during the month of January through March, they had less obligations for spending in the second quarter. In the third quarter, they had less obligations for spending. And then in the fourth quarter, they had less obligations. So each year, unlike besides the year that they actually got their funding, they were spending less and less. In 2018, there wasn't a real need for a lot of janitorial cleaning other than the normal cleaning that companies was having done for janitorial contracts. But in 2019, that's where you see this big old spike coming in there, where they spent $638 million the first quarter between October and December the 31st. Here, the second quarter, they spent 511 million. And then in the third quarter, and then you see in the fourth quarter. So they still kind of held on to their spending a little bit. Again, going into the first quarter of 2020, that peak went up from the previous year. Went down again in the second quarter, back up again in the third quarter, which is the month of April through June. This is when, you know, vacations is getting ready to start for the kids. And then the last quarter of July and September, it went down again. And when you go and look at it by the months, you can actually see these peaks and valleys that they have in relations to those, you know, in relations to those what was being given out within those contracts. Now, what I like about U.S. spending is you can come here and actually see the map. Click on the map. You can actually see where this money was going. We're going to actually change. We're going to take 2018 out. We're going to leave ourselves with 2020 and 2021. Okay, so we're going to take out 18, 19. We're going to add 21. We can also add 22 because some companies have already gotten their money. I think, let me see. I think the Veterans Department already got some of their spending money. But anyway, let me update this. Okay, so what this map does, it allows you to be able to see for this particular NAICS code that we own, which is janitorial. It allows us to be able to go and see how much money was available, you know, during that particular time. Let me take out 20. Let me just keep 21. Yeah, so we're just gonna do 21. We're just gonna do this year. Yeah. Okay, the darker these states are, the more money they got. If we look at California, they got $561 million in government contracts was available. Texas, 623 was available. Florida was 265 million. Alabama had 26 million in janitorial contracts. Mississippi was $12 million in janitorial contracts. Louisiana was 82, Georgia 96, VA, Virginia is 290 million. But you got some of these states right here, like Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, they was in the, they was just in the double digits of the millions when it came to janitorial. That probably explains why that damn coronavirus count is so high in these areas. But you can come here and you can actually see where the money is being spent, by your place of performance. You can actually see the recipient location as well. But what I like about this one right here is it allows you to be able to go and actually look at it by county. I don't know how they was able to do this, but they facilitate and has this thing where you can actually pull up by the county how much money has been given to them on county wise. Let's see here. Escambia County, the little small town where I'm from, they only got $72,266 in janitorial contract to that area. Baldwin County got 33. Mobile County got 898,000. Escambia County over in Pensacola got 8 million. Jackson County got 198,000. But you can, St. Tammany Parish over in Louisiana got 239,000. But you can go, you can search this stuff by these, your NAICS codes and see where the money is going in your particular county. It's like, looking, getting the fruit out of your own backyard. If you know where the money is at, this thing right here is, it's a very, very important tool to be able to go and look at this stuff, You also can come, hold on. You also can come here where it says categories, and you can see what agency it is that's spending that money for janitorial, which is the Department of Transportation. They're spending, they got $4 trillion to spend strictly on janitorial. The Department of Defense got $1 billion. Yeah, they got 4 billion. That's my bad. I think I said 4 trillion. Yeah, they got $4 billion. The Department of Transportation did. Department of Defense got 1 billion. GSA got 350 million. So if I'm into the janitorial business and I'm looking at seeing where the money is going, who has gotten the money in 2021, and let's say, for instance, let me click here and see if they have anything for 22. Or if so, who does? Okay, so this is for 2022. So far, the Department of Veteran Affairs has gotten $32 million to go into 2022 for janitorial. So when I say follow the money, this is what I mean when I'm talking about following the money. So far, as of right now, the Department of Veteran Affairs has gotten the most money as of right now going into next year. They got 32 million so far. Well, if I'm going in the janitorial business and I'm looking for somebody to do business with, I doubt I go with any of these right here right now. Maybe, after November, I'm pretty sure all of these are going to pick up. But shoot, if I'm going to be going after somebody right now, I'm going to be definitely going after Department of Veteran Affairs. I'm going to be trying to do business with them, because that's where the money is at. You know what I'm saying? So far. And it's the same way whenever you get ready to go in for, let's see, for 2021, who was the big spender then? The Department of Transportation again, 4 billion for the year 2021. This year, they was the biggest spender. So that's going who I'm gonna be sending a lot of my stuff to. You know, the Department of Transportation. So far, Department of Veteran Affairs is the ones who got the money so far right now, going for 2022. We're looking at 2021 now. But this is how you be able to follow the money. You also can come here and you can see the sub agencies, who they giving that money to. So a large bit of that money, $4 billion, have been subbed out to Federal Aviation Administration. You know, the Department of Army got 435 million, but the biggest percentage of the money is going to Federal Aviation Administration. You know, so you can come here and you can play around with this, and you can come here and look and see, where they falling at under these categories. But this is how you can come, get around to actually following the money. Who has the money, and so forth. This is the area that you would want to be in when it comes to that right there. Another thing I wanted to share with y'all was HUD. Let me show you. You can go to this website that's right up here, the HUD.gov/program. You can come here and you can get this forecast. This is the forecast. They're gonna have another one that's gonna be coming out for 2022. But this forecast that HUD has, they have on their website. You can actually go in and see how they got their website and stuff. Now it's real tech savvy. I like it. But you can go there and actually see where they're getting ready to spend their money. But they're gonna ask you to download this forecast, which is this thing right here. They got all the staff and I guess the important people. They got their phone numbers, their email addresses, and stuff like that for you as well. But once you get down through here, this is the products and service Office of Administration. They're gonna have the plan number here, the requirement type, whether it's a new contract or incomplete or pass over or whatever. They're gonna have that right there. This is the name and the description. Moving services at headquarters. Contract award number. They give me that. A lot of these don't come with contract award numbers. They're gonna tell you what particular NACE code it is and the type of competition. It was a competitive, meaning that if it says competitive, then that means that that's a contract that you have to actually bid on to get. And it was a competitive set aside for 8A. The value of that contract between 5 and 10 million. Then they'll tell you about the point of contact, name and email. Of course, right here it says requirement is in the contracts office and can no longer be discussed. So evidently, when that individual put this notice right there, they may be wondering, trying to decide whether or not they're going to allow it to be a set aside or not. It can be anything like that. When you see something that say full and open, that means it's open up to anybody, and nobody is, no bidding. You don't even have to worry about competing to doing a bid. You get the solicitation, accept the offer, do your research to find out whether or not that's something that you want to be able to do. That's going to be between that price, $25,000 and $50,000. But that's the type of competition that it will be on. When you see something that's sole source, that means they basically sole sourcing that award out to somebody. Of course, they got these. They have the email address, that person's name here, the contact, the solicitation release date, the award date, which will be on for the month, and then they're going to tell you the length to that contract. If you see something that says base, that means it's just 1 year. If you see something that's base and 4, that's a total of 5-year contract with the option at the end of the 5 on the 5th year to move forward and maybe go a whole another term now for 5 more years. But they got, and each one of these is different offices. This is the Office of Administration with them. This right here is the Office of the Chief Human Capital Office. So this is what's going out from their department. You know, they got a contract right here that's strictly for total small business, from $0 to $10,000. So that's not going to be anything that you're going to be bidding on, having to place a bid on. These are contracts that's set aside, you know, that you can just walk on and get. The main thing is that, you know, what I do is this area right here, this point of contact, is the most important area for me on any of these. I don't really be concerned about none of this, whether it's a sole source or set aside. I don't be concerned about any of that. My whole concern is going to be right here, because these are the people that I'm going to be emailing my capability statement to. These are the people that I'm going to make sure they have my company on their mind. And that's the best way of doing that, being able to send these people out emails and be able to communicate with them, so that when they do have something to come in your area or of your NACE code, they can email you the same way they email these other contractors that they have that they're communicating with, you know. So this right here is very important, being able to get these people information. All of them, just about all these particular contracts or whatever, are going to have a contact name and email for them, you know. And sure, you just throw them, you put them, create you I guess what you would call an online Rolodex or spreadsheet with all these different people's information on there, you know. And I'll take me one day out the week. I'll take me one day out the week or whatever, and I'll email so many of these contract specialists. I email my capability statement over to them. You know, I make sure I got my shit together first, you know, before you email them. Make sure that you know, if you don't have any set asides yet, you can always put, if you're doing your capability statement before your set asides come back, you can put on there 8A, women-owned business, economic disadvantaged women-owned business. And if you haven't gotten the search back from SBA yet, then you can always put a / out there pending. That way they know. And then whenever you do get your search back, you can always update that capability statement as being certified in those areas. Those are the areas that you're going to be accounting for. And then you just actually email them out to these, email that updated capability statement out to them, so they see, okay, well, they're now they certified as a woman-owned business now, or you know, it's minority-owned business, or if it's a veteran-owned business. They see that now. Now they're able to update their information for you to say, okay, this individual company here has these set asides, you know, and it opens you up to be able to win these contracts. But each one of these different departments right here, if you go over to the Veterans Department, you're going to be able to, they send you to this page. Let me see. Now, if I go here, yeah, you can click here, and it's going to ask you to go to this particular page. Yeah, when you go here to this Department of Human Housing and Development, these are the two forecasts, whatever that they have. The one I downloaded in, that's the one we were just looking at, you know. They also have government-wide subcontracting opportunities. Those are related information. You can come and click that, actually go in and read this information here. Go on, submit. This is the area that, hold on. This is the area that Miss hold on, takes on. I ain't got my login information with me right now, but you can come to this area right here. You can actually hold on. Yeah, they want you to sign in, but you can go to this area right here, and actually sign in. You know, once you become a government contractor that you clear through SAMS, you can actually come in and you can log in from here. But you have to be on already checked up. You have to already be on, got registered in SAMS and also gotten your certification to go in through this particular area right here. But you can come in through this particular site right here. It has a, let me see. SBA got so many damn websites where you can actually fall into it and go into different areas. But this particular area that, yeah, see, that's not gonna be the area. This particular area that I'm talking about is the area that you will go through. That right after you done got your SAMs done, they take you to an area that looks similar to this right here, but this is not the one. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is the area that for the certifications, like that everybody who's gotten their SAMs or whatever, they able to go ahead on and start this certification process. I found out yesterday they want like resumes or something like that that will show that you're qualified for that particular position. I contacted one of my sources and they told me that what you need to do is if they're asking for that now, then if you have a resume, upload your business information onto your resume. Just type your business name in, blase blase, and so that they can see that business and your position that you're holding on that resume. But this is the area that you're actually going to go and apply to get certified under these women-owned business programs. It's going to be right here. These are the questions that that they're going to ask. But you can go ahead and click in and get started, or you can log in. When you're logging in, you're going to be logging in using your SAMS information for this area right here. Okay, that's that. I'm gonna find a link for this right here. Somebody gotta have this link to be able to go in to go ahead and finish up this.
Excuse me. I had a question
Uh-huh.
about I'm on the certification, the 8A certification part. And I did get stuck at the resume. I was trying to figure out if I should put anything on there as far as because I'll be doing the group homes.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, should I just put my business information or say that I'm a nurse as well? Should I put that on there as well? Or should I just put exactly what my business is and what it does and that I'm the owner?
Yeah, from what he told me today, you can use like your personal resume, but just make sure you add your company on there as one of the companies of employment in your position. That's what they're looking for, the name of the company, if any, that they feel that you've had experience in, and then updating putting that company information in as well. Hey, Brittany.
Yes.
Did they was they doing the resume thing when you got yours certified?
No, they were not. And she actually answered my question. I was going to ask you if we were putting like our person, like the business that I'm starting with contracting or our regular business info on there. But no, they didn't ask for it.
Yeah, I don't think so. But they asked for it now. Biden got he forced SBA to do a lot of little different stuff, but when the source I talked to today, they say that only thing you got to do, if you got a personal resume, that's fine. Just edit it where you can put the company that you actually working for now and put your position on there and the time or whatever. He even said that you can actually backdate it a couple of years if your business is a LLC or a S corp, you can actually backdate a couple of years because by law you can actually have your business going prior to incorporating.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Uh-huh. So, but yeah, that's basically what I had. But that's basically what I had for tonight to, to show you guys how to follow them, the means of following the money, basically. And also to get better familiar with this FPDS, this area right here. Man, it's got a lot of, it keeps you from having to do a lot of runaround, for different stuff, for real. So again, basically you're just gonna go up here to this advanced search, click new search, and then you're gonna add, and then you can come here and search however you want to search by, what is, whatever it is that you search. I like to search by NAICS code myself. You can put any NAICS code in there. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Let me find the NAICS code. I see to 1320. So you search by NAICS code. And then once you load it up on your NAICS code, then the next thing you want to remember is to come over here and hit date sign to the right. Once you hit date sign, it brings up the most relevant ones, the most recent ones. Like this one right here was one for today, for October the 22nd. And then you can click view. Go ahead and you can click view. A lot of time, keep in mind, a lot of times when these contracts start out, they say like this one 42,000. They end up being a whole lot more than that because these people start accepting other work that they offer. Just click view. It's gonna go there. Like, see there, this one turned into 123,000 versus that 42,000. And then it's telling you when the completion date is, which is January 19th, 2022. This is a company that I probably would, this is a contract that I probably would submit to this particular company. The agency that awarded them, I would probably submit my information to them. Accounting clerk, third services, okay, replaces. Yeah, so I would probably submit if I'm into temporary health services, I would probably submit my information to, to this contracting agency to let them know that, that I'm available. I send them over my capability statement as well, especially since this contract is going to be completed January 19, 2022. Yeah, I'll be sending my information in with that. Only one offer, so shit, they literally just gave him this. He ain't had nobody compete with. Let's see what the set aside. Yeah, no set asides. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I had. Anybody got any questions?
No.
Anybody got no questions? Ed, you got any questions?
No, everything was good, bro. Get some good information with it.
Yeah,
I'm just glad everybody be able to take notes.
yeah. Yeah, because we coming down to it this next week.
The good thing is we can go back and rewatch this 100 times if we need to.
Yeah.
Let me show you all
How do we
something.
get a copy of the recorded video?
It's actually on the, what do you call it? On the, Advantage. Yeah, the Advantage site. Yeah, it's actually on there. You go through when you go in the course, you just scroll down to the, closer to the bottom, you're gonna be able to.
Okay.
But I got some other stuff. I got a lot of other stuff on there too that's been updated on there. Let me see if I can find it right quick before we get off.
Yeah, it has all the recordings at the bottom of
Yes.
the page.
Yeah, but I got some new recordings up there. On there now. Yeah, I got some new recordings on there now. That's not the recordings that we did for Zoom. I got maybe like 5 or 6 new recordings on there, I think.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So after this course is over, are the videos going to expire or they're still gonna be up there?
Now they'll still be up there. You just gotta log in.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, do we still have access to both of the courses?
Yeah, when you go up there, when you come in, just log in right up here. You see it on the screen. You just log in right there and put it should allow you to come in and ask, let me see. Yeah, it'll come here, ask you to log in. You put your email and your password in, and it'll take you to back to the page.
Yeah,
I only had access to one course.
You only had access to one?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make sure I get you the other one then. Which course you only had access to?
Me too.
It was the one for government contracting. I thought there was another course. I thought it was
Oh, yeah.
two.
Yeah,
courses.
that was that business part. That business formation part.
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't see on there.
Oh, okay. All right, I got you. Just so you and Tawana, you weren't able to get it either.
No, just only one.
Okay, all right. I'll make sure y'all got them. Just email me. Tawana, email me too. That way I don't forget. I took this medicine for my shoulder, so
Okay.
I'll probably forget by the time I get to the bedroom.
All right, I'll do it.
But let me see. I want to show y'all something else. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to go to.
Twine, I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
All right, I remember you were basically telling us, go where the money resides, basically. So when I'm looking at these numbers and stuff, and I'm checking out the top 10 on the left or whatever, and I'm doing my search and I do my advanced search, what exactly am I looking at to make sure that they have the extra money to spend with us? You
Oh.
might have shown it, but it was just so much on the screen, just trying to, grasp it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go right back again. I'm gonna go on there again for you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Okay.
I know that once I get in there, it'll make a lot more sense once I get in there and practice navigating through it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show you again right quick.
I did see, like how it'll say on one left side, it was, I would say, for example, that last one you showed us, it was over $43,000. And then it had way more money on the right side. So that lets me know that they have extra left over to spend.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, see, they may have made an offer for that one particular location or that one particular contract. And then when that person came in and oh, hold on, let me change the screen. When that person came in, they just introduced it to them more work, basically.
I understand. Cool. Thank you. So there's no need to go back and do it again. I'm sure it's something to pop out to me on the video, and then once I get on the actual websites.
Okay. Hey, Ed. Can y'all see this screen right here
Yes.
with that course on there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So when you go in that course, like these are the courses and stuff that that you're actually going through. When you get down here to the last part of that course, this is that PDF file I was telling you about. Remember we was talking about that PDF file? It's like 60 some pages that actually goes over all of this. That's it right here. The one that's in this right here. This particular one. Then these are new videos that I put up within the last couple of days. The one, follow the money, picking the fruit in your own backyard, federal procedure agency forecast, going over the nation, PCS codes, federal procurement data system, and the money, and then the U.S. spending and your plan to get some of it. These are videos that I actually updated, within the last couple of days. Down here is the area where you're going to actually see all these Zoom meetings that we've been having. So we'll upload the one for tonight as well. But these videos are videos that y'all haven't seen that I actually went through and was actually going through the steps for videos so that you're able to go back and look at them in your own time or later on, like when you're doing these, putting in for stuff. But this one right here, let me see if I can click on this. This is going to be that PDF format. Oh, it's 68 pages. So
That's also what you attached to our email too, right?
yeah, I think I did. If I didn't, you can go in and download this. If I didn't attach it to the email. But no, I think the one attached to the email was That's one for Sam. But this right here, it goes in a little bit more detail. Let me see. It goes in a lot of this stuff you done already passed for, like getting your DUNS number, NACE codes, and all that kind of stuff. But it just goes in and a little bit, give you a little bit more information on these different sites that the government actually have for us, like being able to go in and find some of these contracts. But it goes in and talk about the SAMs, the different, the difference that the way the SAMs look now versus back then for some of the people that's used to the older platforms. It goes into that. Gives a little information about how they came in and plastered all these different sites into one that used to be like fed bid opportunities, wage determination, all that. They put all this in right here in SAMs to find it from one network. Goes in here and talk about research, which is the U.S. spending, the FPDS, Beta SAM, Fed Connect, a little bit of the information that we've already been going over so far as of right now. This right here goes in and explains a lot of it. So if you go through the course, if you go in the course or whatever, this area right here is the area that has this PDF format in here that's gonna help you be able to navigate around these different things, and then also explain to you what each one of these things, each one of these sites actually do. But I know there's quite a few pages on here. Oh, there it is right there. This the site right here that where you at the end, remember some of you guys that was doing your SAM at the end of that at the end of the SAMs, it asks you to go in and do that that file for SBA. That's what this is right here. That's what the information that you're putting in, that's going to be for this right here. This is like their Bible for them. But this PDF right here is mainly what you want to, what you're going to be looking for. It's going to have a lot of information right there available for you. And then of course, these are videos. The rest of these are videos that I actually did. This is the video. You'll be able to go get a lot of information on this right here from the U.S. government spending. This one is a video on picking the fruit in your own backyard. So I'll go in and tell you how to go and use the Google mapping to be able to find some of these government agencies. This one right here goes into the federal procurement agency forecast, goes into all that area has it where you can actually download this spreadsheet to show you what individual got the money, when they get the money, who they're trying to put the money out to, so that you can contact those individuals. This video goes in and talks about the NACE codes. I emailed y'all a bunch of the NACE codes. This one right here goes in and talk about the procurement data. It's using the procurement data system, much like what we were talking about tonight. And then this one right here goes into the U.S. spending goals and how to plan on going and get some of that. So, but like I say, and then the rest of these are videos. These are what the Zoom meetings that we've been having. That's where these videos gonna be uploaded right here. But all that information will be there available for you. Yeah.
About the SBA, when we were registering for the SAMs and we were supposed to go to the SBA to click on it before we ended the application process.
Right.
That was page 55 on the PDF.
Yeah, I think so.
I printed it out. I was trying to find it so that I could go back, because I'm not sure if me or my mom, I don't think we did that correctly. Can we go back?
Yeah, she told me that, well, see, I had sent her a link, but I don't think the link went to it. So I told her to give me a call tomorrow. I'm gonna walk her through it.
Okay, I thought you had showed it. I printed out the PDF. I was gonna try to note it here so I could go back to it myself. I think it was page 55.
Right, but okay. I think it was page 55.
I don't see page 55 print out here.
You don't? Let me see.
If I was just I can go back to it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the direct link that'll take you to that page, to update that information. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think, I think SBA got it now where you have to actually go through, your SAMs and go back to it. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna show you and her how to go back through it, or I'll do a video in the morning and record it, and then I'll just email it to you step by step.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think SBA getting it now where if you want to go back and update that information, you got to go through your SAMs, because if you notice, when you're doing your SAMs and you get ready to go to that part, it pulls all your information from SAMs in there where it's already pre-filled out, the majority of it, like all your NACE codes and all that kind of stuff. It'll pull it from there. So I think what SBA is doing now is wanting you to sign in through your SAMs, go in and click updates, like you want to update information for your SAMs. And then it'll ask you what's your purpose of update. I got to find out which one of those drop downs you would pick that will allow you not to have to update the SAMs, but to go over and update the SBA.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah,
Thank you.
all right. Anybody else got any questions?
Yeah, so when you fill that information out for SBA doing your SAMs, are you already, does that mean you're registered now for SBA fully?
No, what it is, SBA and SAMs are communicating information. So when you go through there and do your and you're putting your information in for SAMs, when you click on that link next to it before you submit, it actually pulling all your data information from SAMs into their database. That's why your NACE codes, all that stuff is already there. Your name is already there. You know, a lot of that stuff is already there. But once you get to that part, that don't mean you registered in SAMs yet. It's just saying that they've gotten your information. It's like the government got like 4,600 government agencies. Parts to the agencies. And what they're doing is all your information is going into those different companies' database over this 10-day period that you're waiting for your SAMs to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And once you get your SAMs back active, then you're going to be able to do a whole lot more than you thought you would have. I mean, you're going to have access to a whole lot more than what we're doing now without even logging into SAM. We haven't even really fooled with SAM too much since actually we haven't really fooled with SAM too much on here, but yeah, all your information, is gonna be there in that area.
Yeah, because I feel like I have more questions, but since we haven't even been through all of that yet, then the questions probably won't even apply at the moment.
Yeah, but the SAMs, don't get me wrong. I like LPD. I like the LPD system. The reason I like it is because it has so much that it has a lot to offer, being able to be in multiple places at one time versus like beta SAM. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in and show you some stuff right quick. If you notice, like when you go on SAM, they got these same little tools, these same little filter boxes to the left as well. You come here and do a painting. You come here and you put in for your search right here to the left. Right now, it's giving you a breakdown of 608 results for its painting. You can come down here also and you can search by set aside, hit the drop down, and you can do, like, if you're a woman-owned business and you're only looking for a contract for a woman-owned business, then you can come there and hit that set aside. You know what I'm saying? You can do sole source, partially small business. You can do economically disadvantaged women owned small business. You can do different set asides if you're looking for that. You see what I'm saying? But with the SAMs, let me see. Dates. Okay, so I want to go to dates. You can come here and you can look for, say, the next 3 months. When you do that, it'll break this down. So now within the next 3 months, only 18 results is available now. And so you can come here and you can see that the Department of Defense is the direct agency, and the Department of Navy is the sub-tier. They're the ones that's actually putting this money out. And you can come here and click on building exterior painting. When you click on it, it's going to open up this solicitation for you so that you can come here and see information in regards to it. Give you a little information for us, like the notice ID, the Department of Defense, which is the primary agency, sub-tier, which is the Department of Navy, is the one that's actually putting this contract out. And then if it has any changes, you can view changes there. It'll go in and tell you the original publishing date, which was October the 13th, 2021. Updated dates, offers due November the 8th, you know. So, I mean, you got a good bit of stuff that you can actually come through here and see, you know, in aspects to that, you know. Yeah. Any more questions?
Yes, I do. So is there a max amount of set asides that we should have?
No, you can get as many as you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing, Twine. So when you went under that contract to show temporary staffing, and you said I'll apply for that, I'll put my information in. How would you fulfill that contract?
Temporary staffing?
Yeah, because you have staff on standby, or what? How that work?
Oh no, what I do is I'm gonna contact a staffing company that's in that area and let them get my people for me.
And you have on your capability statement what to show that you will be able to win that?
No, you don't need to have nothing on your capability statement to show you can win it. You just need to have that NACE code on it to show that you can offer that service.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they had a lot of, I'm in California, all them janitorial contracts. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, they got a lot out there. They got good bit of money out there for that. Yeah. Any more questions? Well, all right, then I enjoyed you guys tonight, so I'm gonna try to bring this thing to a close. And so I guess same time next week for everybody.
Thank you, sir.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Troy, do the same, bro.